Hey loves, Kim here, and I'm back with another video. So if this is your first time on the channel, I just would like to say welcome. Hi, my name is Kim. I am a Sims 4 gamer, and I'm here with a speed build of a high-rise apartment in the Fashion District. So if you guys enjoy this video, feel free to like, comment, and share on it, and consider subscribing if you want to see more content from me. So yeah, you guys, here we are in the Fashion District. I can't even tell you the name of this building. I think it's called like 710 or 720 Zen. I don't know. It's the high rise where the karaoke legends are living by default, but this isn't their apartment. This is the apartment right next to it, and I chose this one specifically because of where the balcony is placed. I like the fact that it was right off of the main living area, and I didn't want a balcony off of the bedroom. So yeah, you guys, here we are. So pro tip, if you get in any apartment in The Sims, whether it's in San Myshuno, whether it's in Evergreen Harbor, or wherever else they may put apartments at in the future, do not bulldoze the lot. That is the mistake that I made at the very beginning that made things kind of funky. I fixed it, and I will tell you about it once we get there, but do not bulldoze your apartment. Anyway, the first thing I wanted to establish was how the Sims are going to get upstairs. So you guys saw me put in that staircase. Thank goodness we are able to do different configurations for the staircase because that made it possible. Then I went over with the kitchen, and now I'm roughing out the living room. So I knew I wanted a fireplace. I love this kind of industrial fireplace from the Eco Lifestyle pack. I use a wall mounted TV, and I eventually went with the couch from the Paranormal stuff pack. I just really love how the throw pillows are on there, and the throw blanket, it just really looks lived in, but it still looks really nice in the white and cream swatch. And I just put that blue wall there just to put something there, but I ended up going with most of the apartment with this white wall. I think it's called Plain But Pretty, and it's a base game wall covering. So this high rise has 2 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, and I was surprised that I was able to fit all of that. It was initially going to be 2 bedrooms, 2 baths, but I wanted the master bedroom to have an ensuite because to me, that just says luxury. As far as the living room furniture, I am using some of these living chairs from the Snowy Escape pack, and I love that we have a version with that throw blanket and one without, just to give a little bit of variety. And in the kitchen, I just expanded it a little bit. I created a bit of a bulkhead to go with the bulkhead that I cannot change from the adjacent high rise, and I decided to use that as a compartment to store my refrigerator. It just looks like it belongs, and I'm adding in some of these cupboards and things. And I love this range hood from the, I think this is from the Cool Kitchen pack. It looks super modern, and it really flows with the modern kind of like aesthetic that I was going with. I definitely wanted this place to feel really comfortable, really luxurious, but also kind of like homey and lived in at the same time. So I hope I was able to convey that. I threw in that trash can from the, I think it might be Best Game, but it also might be Get to Work, the one that you get simoleons back. And I love using these blinds. I think they are either from Base Game or Get to Work. I love using those blinds whenever I'm doing apartments because they have been in so many apartments that I have either lived in or visited, and I like them because they go all the way down to the floor if you're using a normal height wall. I'm throwing up a little bit of decor, and I wanted the feeling to be just very peaceful, very zen, like somewhere where you don't mind unwinding after a long day of work. A place with all of these little eclectic little items, like that chest from Paranormal, like that mirror from Paranormal, and just a bunch of things from Spa Day as well. I just wanted it to feel super duper luxurious and just super duper like nice. I'm putting in these shoe racks. I use both the men and the women's shoe rack, and I just really love how it looks under the stairs. And I like that if you have the Snowy Escape pack, or maybe it was a base game patch, but either way you can set how you want your Sims to wear shoes or not wear shoes in the house. In this kind of like foyer area when you first come in, I definitely wanted to convey the sense confidence of, you know, there's a mirror so you can check yourself, you can take your shoes off at the door because I don't like shoes in my house personally, and also a little stool for you to sit down and maybe take on and off your shoes. I don't know, that was like my thinking there. And I'm choosing the flooring, so I went with this wooden floor from the Eco Lifestyle pack, and I just really like the tones. Okay, so it was at that point, I don't know if you guys caught it, it was at that point where I realized that by bulldozing the upstairs, those rooms were no longer considered to be like actual rooms, so I could not place any flooring there. So what I had to do, I'm in a different save file. I saved all of the rooms that I created in my initial save file, went to a new save file where I did not alter the floor plan at all in that high rise, and I had to literally place back each room individually. Now the rooms upstairs, it did not recognize them as rooms, so I just took the layout and made the same size rooms, and I took it from there. And then that area, the mezzanine area where it's kind of like a gap, I created that as a physical room, and then I deleted the room and I had to manually move the walls, not delete them, I had to move the walls. So that's how I was kind of able to get around it. And I am right now saving all of the rooms in the second save file, so when I go back to my original file, I can just paste the room. So like I said, do not bulldoze any apartments because I feel like it just really messes it up to its core. So I should be at this point, if I'm not mistaken, back in the original save file, and I placed the rooms off camera. So I hope that made sense. I really hope that made sense. I also think just deleting the floor or making that mezzanine area, it technically kind of messes up how they got the penthouse set up, but I was able to finesse it and I was able to make it work, so that's all that matters, right? If you guys are interested in this, let me know. I will post it on the gallery. I will just have to save it room by room, because unfortunately in apartments it doesn't let you save the entire lot, and I'm assuming that's because since the apartments, they're kind of like pre-sized, there's like literally just that one lot where you can place it, so you have to save it room by room and place it in like a puzzle almost. But if you guys are interested in this, let me know and I will figure out a way to make it easy for you guys to put this in your game. Anyway, back to the build. I'm just picking out some more lighting fixtures and just trying to make this place feel super duper eclectic. Like I just really wanted like cool apartment vibes here, and I feel like this really fits like my dream aesthetic when I think of like a high rise, something like pretty neutral. If you guys notice, I use a lot of grays, blacks, and whites, a lot of neutral tones, because I feel like you don't, like in design, obviously do whatever you want. Everyone has their own personal aesthetic, their own personal likes and dislikes. Speaking of likes and dislikes, tangent, make sure you guys update your games because we have now new likes and dislikes. You can either assign them in a creative sim, or they can come along as the game recognizes different activities that your sims engage in. So be sure to update your games. I think that this feature is such a game changer, and I can't wait to assign some likes and dislikes to my sims, or maybe I'll just lay back and watch to see what they are into. Anyway, what was I saying before? Oh yeah, everyone do your own thing, but me personally, I feel like when designing a place you have to see every single day, it might be easiest to just go with neutrals, and your accents, like the small things or like your throw pillows or like those signature pieces, those could be your pops of color. And I feel like that really helps to balance, because the neutrality in the bulk of your design, it's like a backdrop, it's a nice backdrop, and it's like you can really highlight those key things that are super important to you. Just a tip from me. But anyway, I am working on the bathrooms. I initially was going to cut out all of the bathroom footage, but I had to do some things that I felt like were a little unconventional, so I decided to keep it in. So like I mentioned, this high-rise has 3 bathrooms. There's a half bath on the main level, and then on the top level there is a main bathroom, which is what we're working on now, that has the separate tub and shower. That just, it feels like luxury to me, you guys. Feels like luxury. So for the shower in here, I'm using the shower from the Discover University pack, and I'm creating just kind of like this shower room. I added in that wall light from the Get to Work pack, and I just put in some tile from the base game, and I believe the flooring and the tile in like the main bathroom area, both of those are from Spa Day, if I'm not mistaken. I love this little piece that hangs above the toilet. That is from the Tiny Living pack, but I did have to make some adjustments off camera to that. I think I actually got rid of that, or no, I think I angled the toilet because you couldn't get in. And I popped into the ensuite, and I just used the shower and tub combo because it was a lot less space in there, and the same toilet, mirror, and sink from the other 2 bathrooms. So this is the second bedroom, and I feel like I could have done better, but this is what I wanted. So basically, I wanted a bedroom that could easily be converted into an office. Reason being is I wanted to be able to have a roommate situation if I wanted. And with roommates, no matter what your relation to them, like they could be your sibling, they can be your significant other, if you're inviting them into your home as a roommate, you have to have a separate bed to assign them. So that's the reason why I went with the Murphy bed, because it's a bed that doesn't have to be a bed all the time. It can be a couch, or you know, you can still have that extra space and it can still feel kind of office like. But just to fit that roommate requirement, I had to have a second bed. If you don't want this as an office and you want this as more of a standard bedroom, maybe your sim has a child, or you have a live-in roommate to where the sim is actually in your household, feel free to change it, because the way I have that room set up isn't the most practical, but for what I had in my mind, it definitely is doing the job. So now we are in the master bedroom, and the tricky thing about working with apartments in game is that the outer walls, you really can't change them, and if you do change them, they won't align with the rest of the building. So I couldn't change the windows in the master bedroom, and since I added the ensuite, which was not originally in my plan, I had even less room to work with. But honestly, it's a bedroom. The main thing you just need is a bed and somewhere to change clothes, okay? Like even a mirror in a bedroom is kind of a luxury in game. So I think I did pretty good in here. But I just decided to go with this bed from Seasons. I really love the headboard, and it had a pretty neutral swatch. I was actually willing to go a little bit more out there with the bed choice, but I just didn't really feel like any of the other beds suited. And it's at this point when I realized, oh crap, I don't have closets in any of the rooms. So my solution was to just use these wardrobes. So those tall wardrobes, as well as the dresser that the TV is sitting on, all of that is from I think those are from the Vintage Glamour pack, and I really liked it. I wish that I thought earlier to budget in closet space, because I love using the walk-in closets from the Get Together pack. I just feel like those closets have so much more function than just changing clothes. Like Sims can make out or woohoo, or child sims, they can like play make-believe in there. So they have a lot of flexibility with those pieces, but it was my fault. That was poor planning. I'm not gonna say poor planning, but I could have done better with my planning. Anyway, I just really like how this room came out, and although this wasn't what I planned on doing in there, I just really like the way it feels. I feel like the neutrals also, just to me, adds a sense of maturity and luxury, and I just feel like it's perfect for a high-rise apartment. It's at this point where I wanted to put some sort of entertainment in the living room besides the TV TV. So I was trying to figure out what stereo system I wanted to add in here, and I was initially going to use this stereo piece from the City Living pack, but I don't know, it was just looking kind of awkward to me. I eventually just went with the Lindsay, which came with a base game update quite some time ago, and I like the Lindsay because you can play trivia, you can listen to music, you can ask it questions. It's kind of like the other devices. I'm not gonna say its name because I don't want it to trigger anything in your house if you have one of these smart devices, but it's like some of those things. Now I'm just adding in just some finishing touches, like this bar cart from the Vintage Glamour pack, if I'm not mistaken, a drink tray. Initially I put the one from Spa Day there, but I think I changed it to the one from the, I think it's either Backyard or Perfect Patio. I always get those two confused. And I am working on like the outdoor patio area. I have that barbecue grill from the Toddlers pack. I really love it in the black and gold swatch. Usually I use it in one of the brighter swatches, but I just feel like this worked so perfectly here. I love those caning chairs that came with the Paranormal pack, and I felt like it paired really well with that couch from the Movie Hangout pack. And I did get the Courtyard Oasis kit, so that is where that houseplant is from. But all in all, I just really enjoyed how this came out. But anyway, you guys, I have rambled on enough, so I'm going to go ahead and hop off here. If you made it this far in the video, I just want to say thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video. It helps me and the channel out more than you know. And feel free to subscribe and be sure to click that bell. That way you never miss an upload from me. Again, you guys, if you are interested in having this in your game, let me know and I will figure out a way to upload it to the gallery so you can have each and every room. But other than that, I'm super excited for this, and I hope to see this some more in gameplay. But anyway, I'm hopping off here. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye guys.